Man, the feels, I tell you what. This song's just been playing this whole time. And it's just crazy how awesome it is. And how, like, much it messes with your emotions a little bit. But anyway, I wanted to bring this to your attention. I said I would bring it up, and I will. So that scene, witnessing it all for the first time, like that entire cutscene and fight, was definitely weird. Like, I'm not saying like in a bad way, I'm saying like, it's just weird being able to actually witness it for myself, you know? And honestly, I must say that it was pretty amazing for, you know, what I expected. I will say this, even though it is like super cutesy the whole time, because you can tell the relationship she had with him and all that, and then when he just still gets killed, at first she can't accept it, you know, she's still like her old self, but then she realizes that he's right, that she has to be the next Sage. And so it kind of makes sense that when she got, like, you know, inflicted with that, you know, medical condition, it could have also been partly due to the fact of what happened, you know? Like, maybe she got injured while she was up there in the old timeline, you never know. I mean, and so, like, us intervening helped her, you know, there's a chance of that, you know? So, yeah. Anyway, let's go into the future. Yes, yeah, the future. So weird not having a third person just watching Monica sit there and watch us activate the time gate.
Manum Crest. It's them? I'd almost given up waiting. You've been a long time coming. Huh? I've been waiting for you to come. You see, I've become a sage just like I promised.
You've also changed a lot. Eh, who cares?
Don't tell me. Lynn?
The looks on their faces is just priceless. I love it.
No way! What do you mean? How rude! I am Lynn.
How rude! Oh, this is hilarious. If they say something along the lines of, "You got old, I'm gonna lose it."
What?
So you made it. You became a legendary sage.
Yes, that's right. But I took on my teacher's name.
I see.
Monica's still so baffled by this.
There's no need to explain why you're here. I've got a fair idea already. Because I've lived my time straight through, unlike you.
So, I think they do explain this, but it's kind of interesting to think about it. So what she's saying is she lived from the time that we left, like, you know, the time when we got here. Like, when we fast forward into the future, she was still there, you know? And so she went through that entire time period. And so that's why she's like, I've been waiting so long for you. And like, I think there was a movie that made a reference about this. Wasn't there, or something like that? It's like, although it's only been so long, actually no, I think it was, it's Chrono Trigger that actually did this. This is major spoilers for people who have never played the game before. But there's like a scene I guess I can try to keep it as spoilerific as possible. There's a scene where a character in the game gets left in the like, I think it's like the past, and you come back in the present, and he's like, and it's a he, yeah. He's like, well, it's been only like a few seconds to you. It's been the full, you know, hundreds of years or whatever it was. And this is what I've become. And like, he's like covered, like he looks like he's been through a lot, you know? It's kind of crazy.
So, shall we find out about Griffin then?
But yeah, let's continue
Yes,
this.
that'd be great, Lynn.
Don't address me like that. You must call me Crest, the Great Sage.
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
Monica. Ugh.
Griffin is 10,000 years in the past now.
Okay.
10,000 years?
That's right. It seems that he's sending an unthinkably powerful consciousness from that time to ours, all by his own doing. The servants of Griffin in our time are those who are in sympathy with this consciousness.
Sympathy? I don't think that's the right choice of word.
So they're all being controlled?
They're acting of their own free will.
Yeah, she's basically said that. She said that they are acting on their own, but they're acting in response to this because they feel like they, like, I don't know how to put it out, how else to put it, except for like, they feel like they need to, I guess.
They're evil from the beginning, just like Griffin himself.
Right, because they're monsters, most of them, right?
In other words, they've sold their souls to the darkness.
Okay, never mind.
Griffin is using those people and trying to destroy the world.
What does he plan on getting out of that?
Who knows? But I believe the only way to stop him is to go to his time and destroy him there.
Go back 10,000 years?
That's right.
But how can we go 10,000 years in the past?
Your Atlamillia can only travel 100 years at best. Those stones were never intended for this kind of thing.
So what can we do?
A 10,000-year leap through time. I don't even know if it's possible. But if it could be done...
Go on.
Those from the Luna Lab would be the ones that could do it.
Luna Lab?
Luna Lab is short for Lunatic Wisdom Laboratory.
I guess scientists could be referred to as lunatics in some cases.
It used to be the largest research facility in the world. It was on the Venecio coast.
That's mean. I'm sure I could have scientists who are watching me. You know I don't mean it when I say that. I'm just teasing with the game.
Was? You mean that it's vanished now too?
Good job, people. You made a space in between that apostrophe like a moron. Wait, I'm being mean. What am I talking about?
Yes.
So, the Venigio coast is next.
So, that settles it. You'd better get going.
Thank you, Crest the Great Sage.
See you, Lynn.
My master, watch over those children. Look after those who saved me.
That's a nice portrait.
Lynn was a sage and had become strong. I'm sure Crest had become a star and was looking down on Lynn from above.
Became a star? Was that ever mentioned in the game before?
Because for Lynn, Crest would always be the one true sage, forever.
Hey, look, there's a treasure chest up there waiting for us. There is a reason why I'm pointing that out, by the way. Unless it throws us out of here automatically, we need to take you somewhere. Yeah, it does.
Great, you're just in time. We're ready to go again. Just let me know when you're all set to go.
Not at all. In fact, I am missing something. Pretty sure we're supposed to. Yeah, it's going to change in the future again. Wait a minute. For the sake of the recording, I'll skip this time.
It looks like Starlight Temple has been completely restored. And it's all thanks to you two. Please, take this.
Interesting. So you miss out on this if you finish everything first. Well, of course, you can't finish everything until you finish that, too. I don't know. Yeah, the Serpent Slicer. They changed the name slightly, but it's your good old friend, the, what was it fucking called in the last game? For God's sake, how can I forget it? Was it just called the Serpent Sword, I believe? I think so. I had the book around here somewhere, but by the time I found it, it'd be kind of a waste of time.
Thank you, Great Sage.
Oh, very good!
Hey, quit dilly-dallying and show that griffin who's boss. Hurry! And the last thing you absolutely need to do. But yeah, that's your next scoop. Again, this one is technically missable, so keep that in mind. Just like the flying battleship was, too. Even the Great Crest was once the apprentice of a sage. He must have been an amazing teacher. Anyway, remember we saw a treasure chest up here somewhere, so we need to run around and find it. Which parfait? Yep, there we go. Potato pie. Okay, so that's all the ones there. Did we read this before? I think we did. I'm trying to make sure we've gotten all the stuff here. Let me make sure. I don't know if it actually tells you. Oh, I'm apparently missing some pictures too, I think. Again, I need to take them here before I forget, or I'm screwed. Doesn't tell me. Well, here. Let's go ahead and use the items real quick. Alright, here's a serpent slicer. Sword bathed the crimson in the lifeblood of snakes. There you go. Defense went up by 4 to 28. And we got ours up to 20 for her. Good. Alright. Sounds like either there's a cat outside my door or someone just like bumped against the door. I know that. I want to check something. Yep. Okay. Well, I should start with C, but anyway. Let's see. There we go. Bottle, Chinese lantern, and King Martin. Okay, that's nice and all, but I don't really care about that. Where would it be? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look these up. Which is a problem, because I don't have it saved right now. Fuck, come on. There we go. Oh, crap. Of course this would be the hardest one to find. I wonder if I... No. Oh, it sounds like it's raining again. Crap, so it is in here somewhere, I just don't know where. So this is the weapon shop, right? this is the item shop. But you can get the crescent-shaped eye thing in here too, apparently. Okay. Buying that repair powder here is kind of a waste, so I'm not going to do that. At least I got the crescent-shaped light there. So where... is that the one thing? I think that's it over there, actually. Oh, hold it. Yeah, I was missing a witch parfait. Okay. Well, I was about to say I could do the whole, like, use the guide to find out if I got them all, but sadly that doesn't work because I don't know how many items we actually got from here. Wait a minute. Huh. Yeah, this is the weapon shop, okay. Is that a boomerang? Too bad that doesn't get used for an idea, because that'd be cool. 10,000 years ago. You're telling me the Luna Lab can accomplish such a feat that even the Great Crest was incapable of? Oh yeah, people's comment, some stuff changes here. Here, there's a hat. Aha! There it is. It's the biggest freaking item there. Horn. I think I already got the star glass, so... Wait, didn't I? Yep, there it is. And the peeping pulse, so I got everything. Huge selection for you. Yeah, it's definitely pouring rain again. Which is ironic, because it was supposed to start raining later today, I do in quotes. In fact, future Mike, let's just put that up just for fun. Put up a picture of that and put air quotes around it saying, you know, today. That'd be hilarious. And then make fun of yourself. That'd be hilarious too. Oh, yep, I just saw that one. Fruit of Eden. So even though I missed him, she still had enough to survive that battle. So no wonder she was behind. I'll give it to her. She's been suffering. And it's not fair that she got the shit end of the stick when it comes to defenses and all that, because I didn't know to find him at this time. Which is ironic, because I think it says in the book that you should go back here, check to make sure you got all the treasure chests before you go to the lighthouse, and I didn't even think to do it. So of course, because of that, now I'm suffering a little bit. I can't remember if you're supposed to leave the place though, with your characters having the same amount of HP. So then that means I'm missing a treasure chest somewhere. I wonder if there's like a map available. What's scary is I think this is also a, what would you call it? A thunderstorm too. A metal guide? That's interesting. Let's see. What are they called in this game? This guy doesn't even talk about him. Okay, here we go. So there was a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 potato pies that you can find here. But the problem is, like I said, I used them all already, so I don't remember how many we actually had. Okay, I do remember this though. There was only 3 witch parfaits. And I'm pretty sure we got the last 2 just now. So we're good on those. I'm not too worried about like the pearl and the emerald. Let's just see. I should have 2 emeralds then if that's the case. I only have 1. Because didn't we get an emerald from the last place too? Really? Hold on a second, viewers. Oh shit, I'm about to run you out of time again. If I can't make this, then I made a mistake. And this was a really interesting item. Hold on, was it even a V? Because now it just went back up. Kind of a dumbass. Let's see. Actually, yes! I can do this one real quick. Before I do this one. Constructor. And this one's just going to be something we already have. Sort of, but an upgrade of it. A really good upgrade, I might add. How this turns into that, I'm not exactly sure.
It works!
Yep, there's the Cannonball Arm 3, which would be even more powerful than the hand, so I mean, if we made that, that'd be useful to us. Barrel. Fountain. Again, I don't know how these make anything useful. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I don't have that yet. It's probably because I need to make one in the diorama thing and take a picture of it. So don't worry about that. See if we have this. I know we took a picture of the warehouse, so. Warehouse. Trash can. I know I took a picture of that too. 'Cause you can get that early on, so.
it works!
There's our next level pack, I believe. At least I think it is. Can we build it right now? No. That sucks. We're gonna need 8 paints, 8 red paints, and 27 scraps of metal. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna end the episode and I'm gonna get some of these pictures that I need off screen and I'll tell you which ones they are. Till then, everyone. Oh, hold on. Bye.